So there's a claim in play, and when a rebuttal that absolutely annihilates the claim that we're on a sphere Earth comes their way, they will censor it, because they're cowards, and they know their globe's dead. So they can't hear the rebuttal, because then they'd have to respond to it. So they fundy mute it and bleat that they're being censored while they do it. It's absolutely pathetic, Ed.
Right.
It's cowardice and fearful.
Yeah. Telling. It's also projection.
Yeah, it's really cowardice and fearful if you mute Discord while lying about it.
Okay. He doesn't
normally
mute Discord, you idiot.
We can hear
Yes, he
you
does.
the entire time.
Sorry, Ed.
You're gaslighting yourself.
Yeah, he's projecting. When he decides that he's going to talk through the rebuttal to an argument, he's saying, are you muting Discord? Because I'm in the mood to interrupt this rebuttal so nobody has to listen to it. Being held up in false dichotomy. We should know, right?
Yeah, and if you don't, then that's not as good as an idea that we have about it.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that the dilemma? And it's what facilitates their doublespeak, because when they do look into it, it doesn't make any sense. It contradicts, but they got to keep it going. So now they hold both sides of the argument and they doublespeak. So that's the pain that they're going through, because they know that what they're saying doesn't vet out.
And they twist the burden onto you, making it seem as if you're the one making the claim of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, that's just like a painkiller for them.
Yeah, well, you are the one making the claim that I'm making that claim, so it has to be you.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're challenging their model, their claim, then they accuse us of making a claim in doing that.
But you do.
But questioning your claims is a claim.
No, you're questioning the evidence.
Eddie, do you even know what a claim is?
What evidence are we questioning?
What claim are we questioning?
No, I want to hear from Ed here. He says they're questioning the evidence, and we're saying show it to us, and you haven't been able to show it to us. So what are we claiming? What are you claiming?
I don't think he even understands what claim means. Because if he would understand what a claim is, he would know it's not us making the claim, it is him.
Is that Mr. 11 Frames talking?
And then it goes to that, because they can't actually rebut an argument.
It is, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, is that the evidence of the geometric horizon that you failed to show us?
Format fallacy identification.
The 1.22 frames is missing. Ed. Oh, Ed. 1.22 frames missing, geometric horizon, Black Swan. Do you even know what the argument is? It's your position. Most Solons is your position.
Where's Rumpus when you need him?
If the Earth is a sphere with a radius of 3959, does that sound like your claim?
No, it sounds like yours, actually.
I told you he doesn't know what a claim
Thank you for
is.
proving our point.
So kudos
was
to
quick.
10th. What he's done is he's taken Ed to the point where we're making literally the assertion that the Earth's a sphere in modus tollens, and asking, how is that us making a claim? It's us asserting your claim. You can't reverse the burden of proof on that modus tollens now, can you? You can try, though, Ed.
I didn't say those words, did I? He did. So it's his claim. Right?
No, wrong. He's not claiming the Earth's sphere radius 3959, Dumbo. You are.
It's not what I said, though.
I don't care what you said. You're a globe believer, therefore you think the Earth's a sphere radius 3959 as stated in modus tollens. So you can't reverse the burden of proof on it. It's an assertion of your claim. It just goes on to be debunked by pointing out that the horizon's beyond the geometric limitations of a sphere 3959 in radius.
Discord muted.
Unless Ed believes something
Can-
slightly different, then he would have to claim that.
You noticed how they ask
Okay,
if
can I-
Discord's been muted when they start talking through me? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, he's talking right through you when you're talking, Nathan.
Yeah, he's also
But
asking...
anyway-
No, I said you can't read my mind, and you didn't seem to notice that, so I thought Discord was muted yet again.
While I was talking...
It never is, Ed.
Let's give Ed an answer.
You
If I'm in the
don't
middle
have
of
a mind
talking,
to
right,
read.
my line is gated. So if you think that in the middle of me talking, the host, that you're going to get through the gate, you're not. But then when I stop talking, immediately I hear you saying, is Discord muted? And what that tells me is you've talked through what I've said. Yeah? In other words, when I'm giving a rebuttal like Rumpus, you guys are cowards, and that's what you're doing now, right? I'm in the middle of talking, and you've decided that mid-sentence, you aren't going to listen, therefore you're going to talk through it. Now, that also
don't
means
lie
that
to
you're,
me.
like now, censoring what I say. Yeah? And bleating about you being muted while you attempt to censor what I say is known as
No, you're just
projection.
lying about
And he's rumpusing my point. It's called projection. Yeah? Talking through
Oh, it's
me
called
is
you being a liar.
Ed, you're censoring the conversation because you don't want to hear it.
Well,
It's
then
a
just
cowardly
mute
move.
Discord like you always do.
Ed, he's not muting anybody. You're talking while he's talking.
Yeah, you're talking right through me, but claiming you're being muted. In other words, the act of you saying, I'm muted, is effectively you censoring me.
Right, the
Then
funny
why don't
mute
you
button.
just mute Discord again like you always do, Nate?
So are you going to go on with
such a
this tact
cornball, bro.
indefinitely, are you? While I point out to my audience that while I'm making an argument, a rebuttal, or a summary, you guys will talk straight through the middle of it and then claim that you're being wronged.
No, you were just lying about me. That's why I interrupted.
Should we get back to the claim?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's the
notice
point,
how
isn't
we
it?
got
That's
off
the
the-
point. That's the reason they do that. Well done. You're getting on the same tracks I'm trying to get back onto, Flatsoid. So there's a claim in play, and when a rebuttal that absolutely annihilates the claim that we're on a sphere Earth comes their way, they will censor it because they're cowards and they know their globe's dead. So they can't hear the rebuttal because then they'd have to respond to it. So they fundy mute it and bleat that they're being censored while they do it. It's absolutely pathetic, Ed.
Right.
It's cowardice and fearful.
Yeah. Telling. It's
Yeah,
also
that's how they-
projection.
Yeah, it's really cowardice and fearful if you mute Discord while lying about
Okay.
people.
He
That's what
doesn't
you normally
need
do.
Discord, you idiot.
We can hear
Yes, he
you
does.
the entire time.
Sorry, Ed.
You're gaslighting yourself.
Yeah, he's projecting. When he decides that he's going to talk through the rebuttal to an argument, he's saying, are you muting Discord? Because I'm in the mood to interrupt this rebuttal so nobody has to listen to it. Who's off mute? It's Chocolate. Hey, Chocolate. Thanks,
Yo,
Chocolate.
oh, I'm sorry.
Classic.
I'm sorry. I'm
Being
muted.
rumpus by G+. The point is that when there's a rebuttal or a summary, they'll talk through it and cry foul. So they censor it.
Would you mind if I talk to Ed?
Go ahead.
Ed,
It's not a rebuttal, though. You just lied about me. That was the
Ed,
point.
Ed, who's the one making a claim of a physical curve? The globe side or the flat Earth side?
I'm not claiming anything. He started to talk about a black swan.
That's
so-
not what I asked.
Or you did, actually. So that is your claim,
That's
then,
not
is
what
it?
I asked. Is it globe?
No, but that's the answer you're going to get. You
He
talked
answered
about
you.
the black swan, so that's your claim.
So you
then.
can't even answer a simple question.
He has answered you.
So
Hey, hold on. He did. You just got to listen to his answer. He's saying no, it's your claim. So therefore, what Ed is stating is that 10th man is claiming the Earth is a sphere radius 3959. However, he goes on to point out that the Earth with a radius 3959 would have geometric limitations that are debunked by the black swan. So yeah, that is his claim, that the Earth is not a sphere because it's got geometric limitations and they're breached by the black swan. So yeah, that
That's
is
what the
his
black
claim.
swan says, Nathan.
So Ed fights actually for the flat Earth then. Thank you, Ed.
Is that what the black swan says, though?
That's
Actually,
exactly what it says. It says you cannot have a
no, it's
geometric.
not.
It says you cannot have a geometric horizon.
Nathan is
On the
trying
mute
to switch it up
button.
there.
Sorry, what Ed's done is he's asked Flatside what the black swan says, and as he's getting the answer, he's decided to censor it.
No,
Ed?
actually, you are trying to give the answer for him. Why are
No,
you so?
Ed, I was trying to talk while you were talking through me.
Ed,
Because Nathan just
never shut
interrupted
up.
you. You didn't say a thing about it.
Actually, I did, Ed. If
No, you didn't.
If you
He
keep,
gave
if you
the
keep,
answer for you.
if you would
He wouldn't
keep
let
quiet-
you
if you would-
answer. He answered.
So meanwhile, the argument is about Earth being a sphere radius 3959 and the black swan showing beyond all certitude that the horizon is beyond the geometric limitations of an Earth with a radius 3959. Ed wants to argue about who interrupted who, though, right, Ed? Because that'll censor up this conversation good and proper. Your Earth sphere horizon is debunked because it's geometric and the black swan disproves that.